Describe a person you know who talks a lot. You should say who this person is, how you know them, what they like to talk about, and explain how you feel about the way they talk. Sample answer. One person who comes to mind is my Aunt Sarah. She's incredibly talkative and always has something to say, no matter the situation. I've known her since childhood, of course, and she's always been the type of person to dominate the conversation. She loves to share stories about her daily life, her travels, and even small things like what she cooked for dinner. Her words flow like a river, and she can talk for hours without stopping. What's interesting is that she's very articulate and expressive, which makes her stories quite engaging. Times, though, her talking can be a bit overwhelming, especially when you're trying to share your own thoughts. She tends to steer every conversation and rarely pauses to let others speak. That said, her energy is infectious, and I really admire how passionate and enthusiastic she is about life. Overall, while her chatty nature can be a little intense, it's also one of the things that makes her such a memorable and lively person to be around. Conversations with her are never dull, and I often find myself inspired by her positive outlook. Expand vocabulary. Here are some useful collocations, set phrases, and idioms related to a talkative person. Steer every conversation. His ability to steer every conversation toward common ground made him an excellent mediator. A smooth talker. He's a smooth talker who always knows what to say. Chatterbox. My little sister is such a chatterbox. She never stops talking. Words flow like a river. Her words flow like a river, and she can talk for hours without stopping. A talkative person. She is naturally a talkative person and enjoys socializing. A chatty friend. I have a very chatty friend who can talk for hours. A lively conversationalist. He is a lively conversationalist, making discussions interesting. A fluent speaker. He is a fluent speaker and expresses his thoughts effortlessly. Engage in conversation. She easily engages in conversation with strangers. Dominate the conversation. He tends to dominate the conversation, leaving little room for others to speak. Highly talkative. Children are often highly talkative when they are excited. Extremely chatty. She was extremely chatty at the party, talking to almost everyone. Surprisingly talkative. Although he's usually quiet, he was surprisingly talkative today.